I convinced 10 editors from my VP Plus community to go to war with each other for $300. They were all given the exact same footage, and I gave them all 7 days to send back their best possible edit. I then phoned up 2 of the other VP Plus mentors, Camillo and Sven, and met them at a studio in London to watch every single edit together. We're gonna be rating these videos out of 5, and we're gonna be very honest with our feedback here. 3rd place wins $50, 2nd place wins $100, and 1st place is taking home $150 for the edit that they make. So let's get it. All right, boys, first edit. Let's have a look.
Is this $5 school course the same as VP Plus on Discord?
So the $5 school community is not the same as Big Boy Video Production Plus because it serves one specific purpose. Build up your skills to make you a good editor so you can graduate to Big Boy Video Production Plus, and then we'll show you how to monetize.
Yeah, text look crazy.
VP Academy shows you everything.
Like he's trying to do a lot here
to become a good editor. VP Plus is quite literally how to build a video production business.
No, I think it was like pretty decent, but we just kind of repeat ourselves.
Yeah, definitely. He could have chopped down the clip a bit. It felt like a lot was trying to go on right here. He's trying to do a lot, especially with the bit like about all the money coming up and all this stuff. Felt like it was over edited a little bit.
And also, please don't put light blue text with a white background. It doesn't, like, it's hard to read.
Yeah, just major contrast principle. Just
Absolutely.
like, yeah, it should be readable, obviously.
I'll give it 3.2 out of 5 blue VP Plus logos.
Tasty. I like that. I'm going to actually raise your 3.2 out of 5 VP Plus logos. I'm going to say it was a 3.3 out of 5 VP Plus logos.
And since I'm more positive than these guys next to me, I'm giving it a 3.4 out of 3.4.
Crazy. Pass me a rubber ducky right now. I need a rubber ducky. I'm getting stressed right now. Crazy. Good stuff, JKM. Beast. Crushed it. The next edit. Let's have a look. Ready?
And cook.
What do you think about that? YouTube being the most powerful, either lead magnet, but just audience.
I consider a YouTube video that you make to get leads like writing a book.
Woo!
So the book has a title and it has a cover. And you can
the
put
book
that
had
book on a
Camillo?
shelf with loads of other books. You're looking through some books and it has a nice title that's relevant to you and a nice cover. You're gonna take it out, you're gonna read it, and now you've consumed all this knowledge from this author. And if it's valuable and it helps you with a change, you're not gonna wanna watch or read more of this person's content.
It's actually really interesting because at first I was like, the pacing's a little bit slow, but I'm speaking quite slow there, and he matches the music to the pacing, so it kind of feels like a bit of a story thing. I would have on the hook at any point some text here to sell the view, especially on short form, because many people watch short form without the sound on.
And I think like maybe some B-roll like could have been a little different to like show more like what Cammy is talking about. Yeah, we're showing stuff of books, but it's not really sometimes too relevant to what he's actually saying.
Yeah, I think the pacing was nice. It matched your speaking style. And I think the music also matched it very well. I also like the fact there was some nice details here. Like with the book, when it pops up, it actually has Kemi's name on it. That's a nice attention to detail. If I had to give some advice, I say some of the B-roll was probably a bit on the generic side. Like it's just kind of a bit basic. You probably could have found something maybe a little bit nicer there. Maybe that something, you know, matched the style a bit more.
How much do we rate it out of 5?
I rated 3 books out of 5.
3 books.
I'm gonna rate it in a rubber ducky format just because I feel as though it makes the most sense. You know what? Actually, I'd probably match you. I'd say probably around a 3 rubber duckies out of 5 rubber duckies.
I actually think this will do very well on social, so I'm gonna give it a 3.3 out of 5. Custom books with my name on it.
Next up, Allura. How many rubber duckies will Allura get? We're all on the edge of our seat right now. Who knows? Let's play it and find out.
Every editor has a traffic problem.
Yeah, it doesn't matter if you're the best editor in the world. If you don't have visibility.
The video disappeared.
You may as well not have those skills.
Oh, what?
And I think my real value that I brought to the video editing game is I was only a 7 out of 10 video editor on my best day, probably like a 5, 6 out of 10 videographer on my best day, but I always got work. And I think that was just a testament to me being able to scream and shout at the top of my lungs about my skills and ultimately market them. And I think that's one thing that creatives do lack, to be able to market themselves very well.
To be a good marketer, and also that keeps them stuck because they think, oh, I need to just get better at editing, make better edits, and I'll get better clients.
If there's no visibility, it oftentimes doesn't translate.
Damn, son.
That was crazy.
That was absolutely
Definitely a different style.
Completely different.
Another level.
Very visually hooked.
Right.
Yeah.
Sorry.
I do think, and this is like a typical video editor problem. Sometimes you need to take things out of the conversation that might not be needed. There was a bit here where I was reacting to what Jack was saying. You don't really need that, but like overall it was good. I do think be careful with text so far at the bottom of the screen because it will get cut out by the description on the video.
Yeah.
I thought the animations were sick. I really like the little details here where the kind of like overlays right here actually match the style of the text.
Yeah.
I really like the fact that you are
having stuff in the background. You've got your rotoscoping going down. If you're using runway, you're actually mixing stuff in. It all feels very cohesive. This right here, the use of the motion, really nice.
Yeah.
Transitions very smoothly in between speakers.
Yeah.
I'm just wondering like why he changed the color at the end. Like he went from like orange, yellow to
didn't even
purple.
see that.
So it's like I would say like purple-ish would have been better for like the style of like the rest. I don't know if it will fade in on the background, but I feel like just keep the same style throughout the whole video in my opinion.
So what do we rate it out of 5?
It's not a 4. 3.5 out of 5 purple text.
3.5. That's an interesting one. I want to hear what you say about this edit.
Like I liked it a lot. Like it visually hooked. So I would say like a 3.8 out of yellow text.
3.8 out of yellow text. That's good. I'm actually gonna I'm gonna say something crazy here right now. I actually think that was a actual banger. There was a couple small changes, but the main flow of it was crazy right there. I'm gonna come in and I'm gonna rate this a 4 out of 5 Minecraft diamonds. Yes, a 4 out of 5 Minecraft diamonds.
How do you get the Minecraft diamonds? There was nothing with Minecraft.
I don't know. it felt right, and I'm rating a 4 out of 5.
You have to do for that.
You have to do a lot, and that's why I think
He put a lot of time in there.
He put a lot of time into this. This is pretty good. It's flowed really well. Congratulations. Nice.
Next up, we've got Yuval _edit.
I remember when I quit my job as an engineer, the
Okay.
job that I thought I had to get to please my parents, to like, that was like, my parents were so
Couldn't see
happy as
that.
like an engineer. He's like,
Blended
he's
into
made
it.
it, he made it, yes.
Okay, well,
And
with
I quit that
sparkles
job
were
as
crazy
editor
right
for
there.
way less pay.
Yeah.
It was still a full-time job, but it was like nowhere near. I just did it because
Nowhere near what?
I believe
I
that
love
was
random transitions.
what I wanted to
Yeah,
do.
That's crazy.
You got to think about like,
You can see the thing.
would you rather look back when you're 80 and go, oh yeah, I'm glad I followed exactly what other people wanted me to do.
Yeah.
Or you'd be like,
Better.
at least I tried this thing. It didn't work. but at least
Change
I
of
tried
the
it.
different
You
text
don't
all the
live
time
in
is
the
throwing me
past.
off.
Lots to talk about.
This one has a lot of improvements, I would say.
Yeah.
I would start with cutting the audio much tighter.
Yeah.
Right? You guys agree?
Yeah.
Faster.
100%.
Needs to be faster.
Way faster paced.
No hook text. Like it's just like it could have been a very simple like how went from engineer to video editor.
Yeah.
That's gonna sell somebody a lot, especially on shorts. And there was like I know what Sven was saying earlier. There was no consistency.
No. And I feel like there was like a thing where he says like an engineer and then you see a businessman at a board.
Very generic
Yeah.
graphic.
Yeah.
Which is like, if we talk about something and you use a visual, then please let it be something that is like easy to see. Like everyone knows, okay, this is an engineer.
Less is sometimes more. I also think at the start, there's literally like no music.
I remember when I
don't want to go first on this one. I
Alright,
don't think
alright.
I've gone first on a single one. So.
No.
But this one especially.
You would just look at me and go, "What are you rating?"
What are you rating?
Like
Yeah.
this person has still like a lot to learn, which is fine.
Yeah.
Like you need to like start somewhere. And I think like for now, I will rate it like 2.2 fonts out of 5.
2.2 fonts out of 5. That's good.
I would raise you, and again, like you clearly are more towards the early start, which is completely fine. And I think your best bet for improving here is find styles you like and just try and recreate that style. It felt like you're probably inspired by a lot of different stuff and you're merging it all into one. So that's some quick tips for you. And then outside of that, I would probably say I'd give this a 2 out of 5 random transitions.
Yeah, I agree. I think a 2 out of 5 black animation of dad holding child.
Nice.
We have a new interesting name I haven't seen before called Highfield Edits. Let's have a look at this guy. Oh my goodness.
And I think my real value that I brought to the video editing game is I was only a 7 out of 10 video editor on my best
So
day.
the split
Probably
screen's throwing me off a bit.
5, 6 out of 10 videographer on my best day, but I always got work. And,
that's
the
okay.
names of
Credit
the
for
ones I
that.
was able to work
Finding
with
the
were
OG
relatively
clips.
high profile. And I think that was just a testament to me being able to scream and shout at the top of my lungs about my skills and ultimately market them. And I think that's one thing that creatives
slow
do
here,
lack
it's too
is
much on
marketing
me.
and sales, left brain activities.
Yeah.
If you're a video editor, that's the right brain. So it's like, it's actually not actually the exact personality trait of a video editor to be able to market themselves
to
very
be
well.
a good marketer, and also
I like that
that
transition.
keeps them stuck because they think, oh, I need to just get better at editing, make
Yeah.
better edits, and I'll get
that
better
same
clients.
But
Yeah.
if there's no
We watched
visibility,
this
it
clip, yeah.
oftentimes doesn't translate.
Traffic.
Yes.
Every
100%.
editor has a traffic problem.
Yeah, almost certain.
The
Okay.
topic changed.
Yeah.
I honestly think like
Yeah.
90% of a good edit is like getting the script down right. When we do ads,
Yep.
we don't start a video until we don't start anything else until the script is cut so tight and it makes sense.
Yeah.
Because like if it doesn't, then no matter how good the graphics are, if it doesn't make sense, if it kind of ping pongs around different stuff, you just get bored or distracted.
He spent so much time on this intro to make this cool,
Yeah.
and it is not a hook. which is like
Not at all.
like it doesn't hook the viewer that much. So like it's like what am I looking at
Yeah,
without
I think
music?
his thinking was you're scrolling and then it
I know,
like
but
scrolls.
it misses sound design though. Like it's so empty. Like it has like these vibes, but this should be like a carousel going like tick, 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 and boom.
Yeah.
Like that should be way
Yeah,
cool. I think that
yeah,
would be.
Sound design choice.
Because
That
now
was
it's like
over like 3 seconds. That was a 3-second, you know, like that's your entire hook gone right there.
But he did do the text right.
And I love this transition from going to split screen to normal.
And I think there's a lot of effort here with the effects.
Yeah.
Like I like the fact you've gone out here and you found some nice stuff.
That's
but
really good.
This one to me seems a bit like squashed. It looks like the aspect ratio's
It's
a
too
bit
far
messed
low
up.
as well. It was
Yeah.
cut off in the frame.
Well, with that being said, I'm actually going to give this 2.1, slightly higher than the previous edit, which was Mr. Yuval, because I do respect that you've tried a lot here, and I like the fact that instead of random stock footage, you went out here and you found some pictures, but I feel as though it was a bit messy, and it's definitely not like a polished edit. Like, I just judge it. Would I put this out on my personal brand? I personally wouldn't, and I think that you probably missed an opportunity to make like a really, really captivating hook here by just making it too long.
I'll give it like a 2.8 out of 5 fucking carousel thing that he did at the beginning.
Nice, nice.
I would give this a 2.9 yellow text.
Wow.
But there's a lot of cool like animations. There's some good stuff in there.
Yeah.
The thing is like if he had to do it for like a whole like one topic, I think he could have done like a really good job on it.
Mr. Rohit, next up, let's have a look at your bad boy edit.
How to master creating cases.
Okay.
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 So I'll preface this by saying, if you don't have good case studies, it makes it very
Okay,
high
Pookie,
risk
get
to
out.
hire you. You have an option. You either give a massive guarantee, free work, like promise the world, or you have good case studies. The more you have of one, the less you have of another.
You know what?
Rohit.
He's having fun.
Yeah, there's some sauce in there, Rohit. I'm not gonna lie.
I think it went right into the point, which I think is good.
The thing at the start is like Jack is setting it up, the story, and then the thing with like so a preface that's Cammy setting up the story again, which is like not needed. So remove that.
I think the aesthetic style, like this aesthetic text style that people have been doing, you did it well. I also like the fact that you just had basic like continuity with the colors, and they contrast well as well. I can't see if you've added like maybe a small drop shadow here, and it looks like you probably have to make it separate from the background a bit. But I like the text a lot. I think this started really strong. I do agree with what you guys say about basically having 2 setups. This easily could have had 5 seconds or so cut off of it and probably just feel much easier to watch and flow into things. And it would have made more sense to just make this guy purple and then the green text.
And like the text, good case study.
Yep, and a good attention to detail. Yeah, the trust me, I'm good is a little bit tricky right there. But other than that, I think it's decent, man. I like what you've got here. I think it's definitely like a nice version of a...
This is a clean edit. It's clean.
Yeah.
Nothing crazy.
Yeah.
I'll give it a 2.9 out of 5 cookies.
2.9 out of 5 Pookies. Tasty. I'm going to go ahead and say 2.855 out of 5 purple texts.
I'll give it a 2.6 out of 5. Also Pookies.
All right, next up, Milcut. Let's have a look.
I
Milcut.
love Milcut.
Oh, I need to
want?
just get better at editing, make
Yeah.
better edits, and I'll get better clients.
Yeah, most editors are skills first, and they never really figure out how to market themselves. There's no visibility. It oftentimes doesn't translate. Yes,
Every editor has a traffic problem.
Exactly. I said something on Twitter about that. Doesn't matter if you're the best editor in the world if you don't have visibility.
Exactly. The first thing you're gonna do is
The $5 school where did that come from? Building you into a good video editor, so you can graduate to Big Boy Video Production Plus, and then we'll show you how to monetize those skills.
like you don't have to reinvent the wheel. A lot of people just need to
That was
figure out
the cleanest
how
thing
to
I've
use
seen
the
so
wheel.
far.
Figure out what results you need for your client.
Yeah.
2 is interview your client to break down exactly what the results were. If you don't go in with that mindset, how did that really help the coach? So say you got a video that got a bunch of sales. I would make a video that says, hey, this is how I cut the clips, this is how I did the music, this is how I did the edit.
Interesting. Yeah, you document that in stone. You could piece together some very nice, screenshots to showcase before X sales, after Y sales.
I was so lost at the end about what the short was about.
He was just, it was like a spray and pray. It was like
Yeah.
So I think like going back to the other things as well, it's just like choosing a snippet, a soundbite, something that's valuable. So someone watches the video and they come up going, yeah, that was good. Now
I understand.
That's the fundamentals of it, yeah.
Like he added some really cool animations, but I just couldn't really.
I thought this was cool.
Yeah, that was a really cool one. Like
These motion blur. It's like VP plus brain roll.
Yeah, this was pretty intense. I think that there's definitely a nicer style you could have gone for on the captions. I do think you were also trying to over-edit for over-edit's sake. A lot of stuff just was kind of random?
I think room for improvement on a lot of foundational things. So I'll probably give it like a 2.3 out of 5 spinning course graphics.
Nice. What about you, Sven?
Yeah, I'll also give it like a 2.3.
Honestly, Milcut, this needed a lot of room for improvement. I'm probably going to have to hit you with a little tough love. I'm going to say this probably was a 1.9 out of needed motion blurs.
But there's some foundational stuff there, so I think you'll definitely improve.
Like the thing is, like, animation level is there, but just you need to like what a lot of people seem to like missing is just finding that story.
Yeah.
Like the story is most important in this. Like even if there's no edits.
If you want to see me re-edit some of these clips to be better, you want to check out the video on my channel where we will do that.
Oh my goodness.
What the
Opportunity
heck?
alert. All right, KCEdit, you're up next, brother.
Screenshot every single current social they have, screenshot everything, get like at least an idea of like where they are right now.
Yep.
Usually people, when they get a case study, they think, all right, well, that's one piece of content. Fuck no. That is a short form piece of content. That's a Loom Miro breakdown.
Ooh,
that's
yeah.
multiple
Respect for
different
finding the Loom.
tweets.
I used to think that every single new piece of content had to be completely different, completely unique.
Not at all.
Not at all.
Join VP Plus. We can't wait to help you out. Peace.
What?
Like the biggest thing is like people don't know how to like create
We're
this
just
story.
we're laughing not at you.
No.
We're laughing at the fact that it was so random.
It's very random.
Yeah.
Very random.
Yeah.
If you landed a new YouTuber, cut, screenshot all the stuff from them, and then cuts to that's a new Loom, that's a new short form content, that's a long form piece of content, and that's it.
But I think the clip selection, this actually might be one of my favorite clip selections so far. Just I think you found something that's actually valuable to put out there. One thing I think you did great was visual representation for all of the key like things I was talking about here. The short form you showed, the Loom you showed, credit to you, and I think you really visualized this well, the tweet. But some things were a little bit messy, and the text I think is a little bit simple as well.
I also think like sound design wise they had like a lot of opportunities.
So I'm gonna go ahead and rate this 3.3 fuck nose out of 5. I think that was pretty deserving. The main reason for that is because I think your clip selection was awesome. It's my favorite clip selection so far. I think the visual representation you used to actually show rather than tell when we're talking specifically about the different types of content that could be used was really great.
I'm gonna go a bit lower though. I think there's definitely room for improvement. 2 out of 5 fuck nose.
I'll go like around like a 2.7 fuck nose out of 5.
2.7 fuck nose.
Also
That's a
could have
lot
done
of
way
fuck
more with music for sure.
Yeah, for sure. Cool, Mr. Samuel, let's have a look.
How to master creating case studies.
If you don't
I've
have
seen this
good
one.
case studies, it makes it very high risk to hire you. One,
like it.
figure out what results
Just
you
like
need for your
Suicide.
client. So that'll be views, results, new
Actually
leads,
went into the
etc.
mechanism.
2 is actually interview your client.
Nice.
It could be by message,
Yep.
by video, to break down exactly what the results were. That's
Nice.
the best type of case study.
Oh, that's actually
That was clean and
that was
short right
clean.
there, right? And you actually found the part like later in the clip where you actually say what the way to make the best case study is, rather than just saying why cases are important.
I would post that on my social media.
Would add maybe some sound effects to like the animation.
Yeah, definitely some sound effects.
Subtle,
missing.
subtle. When the first full screen animation starts, I feel like that was like a slight too long of a break where like you didn't say anything. And of
Yeah.
course, like it's a slow paced video, but make it a little faster.
Yeah, tighten it up.
Yeah,
I think
that's-
also here where it's like that went by quite quick.
Yeah.
I would have just preferred a list, and also here what the results were. I'm not sure if SEO and brand ID are like I would have put like views, ROAS, retention charts like that instead, because then it ties into what we're talking about.
And is it conversion?
That's also said conversion. All right, yep. What do we rate it?
I would give it I think it's definitely higher with some room for improvement, but I think like a 3.7 out of 5 conversions.
Whoa, conversions. Uh-oh. What about you, Sven?
Yeah, I'll rate it like a 3.8. Like finally someone that understands to find the clips for like a very short story.
Yeah, clean.
I'd post that.
I'd say I'm gonna rate this around a 3.6 just because I didn't see any sound design. This was super obvious area for sound design. Wouldn't have taken much more time. Next, final edit that we've got. We have Mr. Lucas. Let's have a look.
What would you say to video editors who
Okay.
want to edit videos to make money?
The thing about guys like that is that
Split
you do
screen,
have
we haven't
to
seen
love
that
it,
yet.
in my experience at the start, because you don't get the money right away. It's like it's very rare that you go straight into
Right,
like some
loud
like,
sound
you know,
effects.
even like 5K month opportunity. You usually have to eat for a little while.
Not much happened on the stream.
Not
Yeah.
much happened in terms of visuals. Good clip selection.
Yeah.
Again, though, I'm just a fan of like setting the scene with like you guys full screen.
Yeah.
I also think like this was 4 seconds of the same thing here, so like the likelihood of someone getting bored and clicking off is like super likely in this part right here, and I think the text isn't like that visually pleasing enough to hold this frame.
Make
What
sure
do we
that-
rate it then, huh?
I mean, from an editing perspective, there's not much to talk about.
Yeah.
I would say from a clip selection, I think it was a good clip selection. I'd probably give it like 2.
Yeah.
2?
2 out of 5 pitching sound effects.
Oof, that's strong.
I just think there's really not much happened here, and I think you just held way too long at the start of it, and I think you kind of would have lost, I'd say, almost like 70-80% of your viewership in that period of time there, let alone the fact that not a whole lot happens after that. So I'm probably going to give it 1.9 basic text effects out of 5.
I give it like a 1.6, I think, because like it's like there's not much happening. Yeah, good clip selection, but then it kind of just went on with only text.
The time has come. Who the hell are we gonna pick? Who's gonna win this money? Who's winning first? Who's winning second? Who's winning third?
In third place.
Okay.
NewMediums.
NewMediums. Okay, shout out to NewMediums. Bit of a W. All right, what do we think about the second place though, huh?
He just walked away.
Wasn't there a Colombian guy sat right here a second ago?
Oh, he's gonna play a song.
Hello, darkness, my old friend.
We found some
In
Colombian.
second place, we are going to be giving it to Samuel. Hey. You went in real good right there. It's fucking good right there. First place, I think first place, if you guys have watched the whole video, you made it to the end, first place is probably undeniable. I kind of think it was just a balance between beautiful visuals, incredible sound design.
I would post that on my socials.
Cammy would post it on his socials, the highest of compliments you can get. We're going to give it to Allura. Shout out to Allura.
Yeah.
Come and collect your money. The stipulation, you guys have to travel to London to actually collect your money.
Yeah.
My bank account processing's a little tricky
The way
these
that
days.
it's set up, it's
The fees. The fees. I wouldn't want you to pay the fees because you're going to have to. So, yeah.
If you want your edits reviewed and you want to learn from the largest video editing community in the world, you want to join VP Plus down below. We'll see you inside. We'll give you feedback and we love you all.
Peace. Join below.
Watch this video to see me re-edit the actual edit better.
8 minus 5. That one.